Thank you. That's good. Thank you for doing the plans. I may have misunderstood, or I may have just been suffering from the afternoon, but I didn't quite understand resource centre. What do you mean by resource centre? Is it a place where you let out rooms to other groups, or is it something more?
It is, and the particular fund that we're applying for is for the development of third sector resource centres. So there's other community groups and organisations within the Kensington area of Liverpool that they don't have anywhere to operate from at the moment, so they're looking for some kind of premises. If you visited the Kensington area, there's a lot of derelict properties, a lot of void, you know, so there's not a great deal of scope within the community, and it's within the community where these services are needed, because it's in the top 1% of areas of deprivation, but it also it has a high quantity of all the target groups that tick the right boxes. So our particular project engages 49% of our beneficiaries are from black and ethnic minority groups. You've got there's a high level of unemployment, low-income families, single parents.
So it's a place for people to go and access information and to stay.
And services and training.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I just want to pick up on the governance point. You said you're not constituted, so I'm assuming that all your payroll and everything is going through the council. And so if you're looking at getting the governance together, a board of directors, there's two questions really. Firstly, do you think that needs to come first before the planning of what your activities, how your activities will grow, how you'll develop your activity, your business?
Yeah.
And secondly, taking on all these new responsibilities, like organisational development, just simple things like parents, is that going to put some pressure on, and will these skills already be in your staff team, or how will that impact on your plans?
Our staff team, we're as the awards would suggest, we're comfortable and experienced in doing what we're doing, and we want to continue doing that. We just need to diversify and open other doors to generate other income streams to come in to enable us to become totally sustainable. I would have liked whatever constituted organisation has been set up around about 6 months ago, because we're in March we entered our final year, and I would like to see it fully operational for that year, so that by the end of that 1 year we all have an idea of what how successful this is likely to become. But I'm not operating under constraints at the moment. I'm being told you can't set it up yet, you can't set it up. I'm being told it's a disciplinary offence if I set it up. So it's pretty political at the moment.
And
but it should be set up.
Alright, and the second question, let's say you're setting it up, how will having full control of all aspects of running an organisation on its own, what impact will that have on that plan of developing that refurbishment plan?
What, in terms of the...
In terms of capacity that you have now in your team,
Mm-hmm.
will that fit with the requirements of running an organisation as well?
It will allow us to continue doing what we're doing in the space that we're in at the moment. What it does open up is it opens up more accessible space for other organisations to move in. So our new area, if you like, would be for developing like service level agreements to the client, so they'll be coming in and basing themselves inside that. I'm not sure I'm answering the question.
I think you establish your credibility up front very well. All the numbers about the people you've dealt with, all the national training awards, and that sounds great to me. And it's nice to see someone with a plan. That you've clearly done some development work and how you've done it in terms of costing out the proposal. the killer, as you know, Alan, is I don't know who I'm being asked to invest in. The lack of legal status here is a killer at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's just move beyond that. You're talking about £200,000 for phase one. What, if you got the £200,000, what would that lead to in terms of increased turnover?
I would hope that the training activity then that would be able to get us up in the first year to around 125,000.
Okay, so for 200,000, you will be increasing your turnover by 17,000.
No, that's just the first year.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've had 3 years at around about £70,000. We've had a jump this year up to £108,000. It probably will be more than 125. That really is at the moment because the time scales in putting the plan. I only became aware. This balance score sheet is totally different to when I was down in London because we're going in a different direction now. And all the time has been spent in developing, doing all the preparatory work for the expression of interest. You know, when you have to come down to doing more number crunching, I would imagine it would be going up to about 150,000 because of the opportunity to house more other organisations.
What I'm trying to establish is that give-get relationship. We want 200 grand.
Yeah.
For that, we will get, you know, X number of square metres extra lettable space.
Yeah.
Of that, we will be using half that extra space to do more of our own training, which will lead to turnover.
All those numbers are actually in expression of interest. It's just that if they've been a whirlwind of 3 weeks, I can't remember them.
Okay, fine. But that's what you're looking for if you're making investment decisions, you know. And as a social investor, I'm not just looking for financial return, but on the other hand, I do need to see some coherence in those financial numbers in order, you know, if I'm really interested in the social benefit, then I need to make sure that you've done your basic numbers right so that you will be around over the next 5-10 years to deliver me those social outcomes that I think I'm investing in. So it's always that sort of sense of that give-get relationship. You know, give me money, what form of money, you know, equity, loan, complete venture capital, grant, you know, what kind of money do you need for this development? And then what are the consequences of that in terms of increased turnover, increased activity, increased social output? And it's just being sort of crystal clear about that. And it is the lack of, you know, it's the lack of clarity that then begins people saying, these people don't know what they're talking about, they're not credible, you know, and the spirals go both ways. You started great, I thought, you know, it was great. I thought, yeah, this is a really good training organisation. They clearly know what they're doing. They've done thousands of people. They've got thousands of people qualifications and a good few jobs, which is tough work in Kensington. But then it begins to unravel. You haven't got a legal entity in which I can invest, and there's a lack of clarity about what my investment will buy.
I mean, that wasn't a concern when I put the expression of interest in, but I got a confirmation email from them to say that although we don't at the moment, I provided evidence of what we were doing, and on acceptance that when the money was due to be drawn down, if we weren't constituted by them, well then, quite frankly, we didn't deserve the money.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions?